Okay, y'all, I just wanted to say good morning, good morning, good morning. This is usually not my time to go live at all, but I wanted to get this cake done early, so we'll have it for later. So today we are going to make a old-fashioned homemade pineapple upside down cake, okay? So once again, old-fashioned pineapple upside down cake. This is a really good one. I already have a couple likes, so I appreciate each and every one of you, and I have people coming in, so we're pretty much going to get started, and I'm going to decide on if I'm going to stay on live while the cake is cooking or if I'm going to get off and come back on. So welcome everyone, okay? Everyone that's here. Say got some people in there. Make sure that you go on there. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So make sure that if you have not hit a likey like, that you hit a likey like, okay? And we're going to get started. Once again, I'm so used to people when I come on way later in the day. So this is not my normal time, but I think it's a good time anyway. This is Sunday morning, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I have most of my ingredients already out. And if you follow me real good, you will see this is a very, very, very easy pineapple upside down cake. If you want to make a good dessert, how do I say it? It's really hard to find good old-fashioned desserts out there, and you gotta make them at home, right? Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, all right. What's that say? Lovely nails. I don't have any nails. Okay, anyway, okay, you guys, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. So right now we have our butter that's melting, because we're gonna put our butter and our brown sugar and some pineapple juice so we can make the actual base of the pineapple upside down cake, okay? So we have our butter. Turn it down, move it over so you guys can see pretty good. All right, let's see. All right, so we have our melted butter. We have brown sugar, so we're gonna add that in there. And this is like a good organic, very crystallized brown sugar. So we're gonna add that, okay. And then once we get the brown sugar all mixed with the butter, all right, and then we have pineapple juice. And this is about 1/4 of a cup, okay? So we're gonna put that in there, okay? So we're just gonna stir it really good, and then we're just gonna let it just cook just a little bit once again, and I'll show you guys when it's done. This is just gonna be the bottom for our pineapple upside down cake. Generally, I know people are making breakfast this early. Hey, plant-based, good morning. Peace and blessings to you as well. Yes, okay, so anyway, so this, once again, this is our base for our pineapple upside down cake, or the bottom or the top of the pineapple upside down cake, okay? So we're gonna let that just cook just a little bit, not a lot, okay? We're gonna put it back. Remember, that was brown sugar, it was pineapple juice, and it was butter, okay? All right, so now we are going to make we're gonna get everything ready. Make sure I'm seeing y'all's comments. All right, so we're just gonna get everything ready for our cake. So we got flour. So we're gonna add our flour in there. All right. We're gonna add baking powder, because what does baking powder do? It gets your food to rise, correct? So that is exactly what we're gonna do. This is about 2 teaspoons, okay? The flour is about 1.5 cups, all right? All right, and then we're just gonna use a little bit of salt. We're just gonna take our spoon, this is a real small spoon, sprinkle it around in there. All right, and then we're gonna mix it. If you guys see me not engaging, just give me a minute. Eventually I will, okay? This back brace tighter because it's not tight enough. All right. Mix, and then we have sugar, 1/2 cup, 3/4. Depends on how sweet you want it, but I think this is like more than enough, okay? So we're just gonna mix it up. So what was that? Our sugar, our salt, and our flour, and our baking powder. Okay, just make sure that you mix it the right way. Put our salt back. Put it back over here, all right? So now that we have our mix for our brown sugar going, that should be ready in a minute, all right? Got our oven on. Okay, all right, so now we got our mix, okay? All right, and then we're gonna take our, let me see, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, so, all right, okay. So now we are going to take our, so we have 2 yellow egg yolks, okay? So we're gonna mix that because we want this kind of like lemony yellow. Remember, this is just 2, all right? I know y'all hear all that noise. Hold on one second. Let's kind of stop the noise. That noise is gonna run me nuts. So just give me a second. Okay, so I think it's like, make sure. I think it's like mixed enough because remember, we just want it like that lemony yellow. I don't have my ring light over here, so hopefully this is enough light. Anyway, so we got it like yellow, okay? So then we are going to take some vanilla. All right, so we're gonna take our vanilla. Okay, and the ancestors told me to stop, so I stopped, all right? So we got that. We'll mix it some more. So that's 2 yellow egg yolks. Remember, mix it until it's lemony yellow. And what are we gonna add next? Okay, now we have we have pineapple juice and we also have butter, okay? So we're gonna add our butter, all right? All right, and then we're gonna mix. Ooh. So you see with the butter is really giving it some volume there. Make sure I'm not missing, y'all. Okay, is it frozen? Yeah, okay, no, okay, so I have to make sure this thing be freezing. Anyway, so instead of us making breakfast this morning, we are making a pineapple upside down cake for dinner later, okay? Or not for dinner, for dessert. Because it's Sunday. You got to have a dessert on Sunday, an old school, old-fashioned Southern dessert. Okay, so let me show you. Let me get a spoon. See it. We also have our, let's go ahead and get our, hold on, you guys. We also have our mix for the top of our pineapple upside down cake, which is we are going to pour this in our black skillet. And let me show you guys the consistency of what you want. And it really don't matter because by the time it cooks. But anyway, this is the consistency that we have this morning. Okay. All right. So what's next? We will turn this off. All right. And we are going to take, we have pineapple. So let's turn the pot this way or the skillet this way so you guys can see. All right. So I covered it, or yeah, I guess you could say covered, yeah, with butter, okay? Just a little bit, just enough to cover, you know, your pan, all right? So we're gonna take our pineapples and we're putting those in there. And this black skillet fits about, was it 6, 7? I don't remember. Let me see, probably about 8. Let me see, yep. So 1, 2, let me see, 4, we got 3, 6, 7, okay? So now that we have our pineapples in there, all right, we're gonna take our maraschino cherries, and I only have 6. I should have did 7. I can always go back to the fridge and grab another one. Hang tight, guys. All right, and that's just what I did. Went to go grab some more. There's another one. And we can put some more. You can really put as much as these cherries. Was that maraschino cherries? I think that's how you say it. Maraschino. All right, so you can really use how much. You can, you know, how much you want to use. Depends on you. But I mean, to me, this is enough. All right, so get that out the way. Put the lid back on this. Whatever I did with it. Oh, there it is. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Not your typical lie, right? People usually be making breakfast, right? But I'm getting y'all ready for after dinner dessert. Okay, so you guys should be able to see that right there, right? Okay, so you got your pineapples. Remember, I kind of covered it with butter, all right? And then our pineapples and then our cherries, right? So now we are going to take, all right? We're going to take, remember our mix we made? So remember, this is brown sugar, pineapple juice, and butter. All right? So we are going to pour it. Just pour it all the way over it. Because by the time you put your cake batter on there, it's going to cover it up. And really what I should have did, I should have stirred it one more time. And I didn't. I should have stirred it one more time. But that's okay. Okay. All right, so this is what it should look like. So let me turn off the water. So y'all have this. So far, so that looks runny, right? But don't worry, because it's gonna cook and you want it runny. You don't want it to, well, it depends on you. I like it runny, so the cake, let me pull my camera up. I like it runny so the cake can soak up the runniness, and then it makes your cake very, very, very moist, okay? So right now, once again, this is what we have. This is a homemade pineapple upside down cake. This is your Sunday, after your dinner, your Sunday dessert here, okay? So that looks pretty good to me. All right, so we're just gonna set this back to the side. Okay. And then, hold on, guys. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't mean to do that. Get out of there. All right, okay. So we have our, okay, where's, here it is right here. All right, so we have our egg yolks with our butter and our vanilla, because you gotta have butter, right? All right, and then we're gonna take our pineapple juice. All right, we're gonna mix it up in there. That's all we're doing. We're just mixing. This is a really good pineapple upside down cake. For anyone that wants to learn how to make a homemade pineapple cake, it's easy. It's easy. Or just anybody just likes homemade desserts, you know? All right. So now that we have our, make sure y'all can see. All right. So that we have this here. All right. So what is this? Egg yolks, pineapple juice, and butter. And then our oven is ready, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna add that in there. We're gonna mix it. The rest of our pineapple juice in there. A little more. More. this like so, like this. Ugh. I'm left-handed. This thing is for a right-hand person. Okay, now we're gonna take our yellow, our white egg yolks. Okay, take our white egg yolks and we're just gonna mix. We're gonna mix them till they're soft. You don't want them hard. Hard, means kind of stiff and fluffy. We want like a soft whip. And then we're just gonna fold this into our cake. And when you get finished, if you feel your cake batter isn't runny enough, just add a little water. Just mixing up. Hello to everyone that said hello to me. Still need a little more mixing, but not that much. You can also use a regular mixer to do this. And it's almost soft. It's like that soft white coming. And there's that soft white I was looking for. Okay, so now we're just gonna go ahead and add it. Yes. Gonna add it. And we're just gonna mix it. We're just gonna fold it in there and then turn on our mixer again, okay? That way it doesn't splash all over the place. Thank you for everybody that's in here. Don't forget to hit a likey like if you have not hit one. All right, and let's turn our mixer back on. Great. It's absolutely great. Add a little more pineapple juice. Thin it out. I'm probably going to thin it out just a little more, but this looks like your perfect cake batter. I will show you guys. Look at that. And get you a spoon. Grab a spoon. You guys can see how it is. Let's see if we got. Let me just move the camera up, okay? All right, so you should be. That's gonna mix. Spill. It's okay. Okay, it's okay. So look at that. See that consistency? Now it's a little thicker than I wanted, so I'm going to add some water. All right, and then we're gonna mix again. mixing is done. Okay, so before we get to that, all right, so now we are going to take our, trying to adjust this camera so you guys can see. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello to everyone. Is that Shalonda? Hey, Miss Shalonda. Annette, hello. Is that Les? Hello. Okay, all right. So what are we making today? A pineapple upside down cake if you're just now joining, all right? Put that here. All right. So remember, we have our Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, so let's move the camera back. Okay, so we have our pineapples and our cherries in there. All right. So now we're going to take our cake batter. Let's taste our cake batter. Let's see. Our cake batter is amazing. For a homemade cake batter, it is so good. I love to bake. It's therapeutic. I like to cook. It's so therapeutic. But baking is my thing. Okay. So now that we have our, let's move this. So now we have our, we're going to take our batter, our cake batter, and we're going to pour it in there, of course. Remember, this is a homemade pineapple upside down cake. And I hadn't made one in years. And I made one a couple days ago, maybe day before yesterday. And it turned out nice as usual. Okay. And we're just gonna, you got your butter around there, your sugar, you know, your butter, your sugar, and your pineapple juice for your, the top of your cake. And you don't really have to do this, honestly. That's it. Simple. 1, 2, 3, boom. And you have a cake. If I wasn't on camera, probably would be 10 minutes to make this. Now we're gonna take our homemade pineapple upside down cake and we're gonna put this in the oven. And then we can go over questions or anything that anybody may have. Yeah. And we're gonna put it in the oven for probably about 30 minutes. Okay? About 30 minutes. All right. So let's go ahead and put it in there. All right. So this pot is this, and you know, you get a, I also want to say you get a good result when you have, hello, Danny. Excuse me, you get a good result when you use a black skillet. You all, when you see me bake, you will see me using a black skillet as much as I can. Some things you can't use a black skillet, right? All right, so got my back brace on. We're just gonna bend down and put this in the oven. All right. All right. And there you have it. It's in the oven and it's gonna get started. All right. Hey, Google, set a timer for 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes.
All right, and the timer's on. And then we're gonna wash the dishes, and then we are going to make a, once the pineapple upside down cake is done, and you turn it upside down, we're gonna make a topping for it, okay? Because you don't want it, I mean, it's not gonna be dry, but it's like an added extra goodness to it. Looking for some of my regulars. I know I can. Usually I got about 150, sometimes 300 people in there. I don't have a lot of people today. And I'm sure it's because I've thrown my people off with the time that I usually come on. They're looking for me at night and I'm on early in the morning. And I clean. I don't like to clean up later. A big old mess. And we're gonna leave out some of the pineapples, pineapple juice. Oh, and then we need our pot earlier so we can make our topping for our cake. And you can make this actual cake today. You probably got everything you need other than the cherries. All right. We need the cutting board. Like I said, let's just get these dishes out the way because it's gonna run me crazy. Water's hot. It's a little cold in there. Yeah. Happy Sunday, everybody. Anybody have have any Sunday plans? Anybody have any questions in regards to the cake? Is there anybody else in here that likes to bake? Homemade. I mean, you can bake. It don't have to be homemade, but do you like to bake? Okay, all the dishes are washed. I feel better now.